Let's have a quick conversation about business credit cards, bad credit for new business. I'm speaking about startups, but also companies that have been in existence for less than 3 months, okay? 3 to 6 months. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. First of all, it's really important to understand that a business credit card for your startups can really help you for many things, not just building business credit, but also actually having an extra layer of liquidity for your startup, okay? So we're talking about financial transactions that are really eased out in terms of your cash inflows and cash outflows, and also the possibility to build business credit in the meantime as well. So the first business credit card for bad credit for no business is actually RAMP. So RAMP is not actually a credit card, it is a corporate card. And so the RAMP Visa corporate card is a corporate card that performs multiple business functions. For example, it really offers a straightforward rewards program that earns an unlimited 1.5% cashback on all purchases and comes with integrated financial functions that help business owners automate time-consuming bookkeeping. That's really cool because if you are a new business, you really got to take care of the bookkeeping aspect of things, especially expense management and also expense reporting. And the RAMP really helps you streamline your business operations on from that perspective. And the RAMP Visa corporate card is a charge card instead of a credit card. So what happens here is that you are responsible for repaying the full monthly balance on your billing statement. Thus, you don't have to worry about annual percentage rates, right? APRs. So that's really good. So you are able to earn unlimited 1.5% cashback. There is no annual fee. There's no APR. There's no regular APR. There's no intro offer. And there is no credit history actually needed. That's really cool. So the pros, you have 1.5% cashback on purchases, a very high credit limits available, no annual fees, late fees, or foreign transaction fees. What about some of the detriments that actually come with this RAMP Visa corporate card? Well, you cannot carry a balance since this is a charge card. So if you have a new business and you have bad credit, keep that in mind, and you must link a business bank account with at least $75,000. Next, you have a Capital One Spark 1% Classic. And this is a wonderful business credit card for bad credit for new businesses. And we are speaking about 0 to 6 months. And here, with this Capital One Spark 1%, you are able to earn 5% cashback on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. You earn unlimited 1% cashback on every purchase for your business with no limits or category restrictions. So that's really good. Now, the APR on this card is kind of high, so you do not want to carry a balance. You want to pay your balance in full every month, whenever possible, because the APR is 30.49%. 30%, that is still high already. But this card actually will take you if you have bad credit or you have fair credit. What really helps also is that if you have an existing relationship with Capital One Bank. So Capital One is actually a bank that has, branches in 7 states. And it is primarily an online bank. So even if you are in a state where Capital One is not physically present, you can still qualify for a business account with Capital One. So that's really an important element to think about. And this card has a no annual fee, and it has travel and purchase protection. So fantastic business credit card. What about some of the detriments here? Some other business cards offer better rewards. There is no welcome bonus, so think about that. So whether you have a new business or just don't have a ton of credit history, the Capital One Spark 1% Classic could be a good stepping stone. It is actually possible to get approved for the card with just bad or fair credit, whereas most other business credit cards that earn rewards require a good or even excellent credit score. So something to think about. But what we love about this card is that you don't need to put down a deposit or personal guarantee to use the card because it is an unsecured credit card. And Capital One designed this card for bad and fair credit applicants. So people who have defaulted on a loan within the last 5 years or have, a thin credit file. So this is kind of important to think about. When we talk about business credit cards for bad credit for a new business, Bank of America Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards Secured Business Credit Card is a good one to have. Okay. Now this card is great because it allows you to build business credit. It is a secure credit card. It is a secure business credit card. So whatever amount you put down is the amount that you are going to use as a business credit limits. Of course, you are able to graduate from this card to an unsecured business credit card real fast from Bank of America, as long as you are able to maintain financial discipline and you are able to actually use the card responsibly, which you should anyway. One thing I want to say here is that this card allows you to actually earn 1.5% back on every purchase. This is kind of cool. And the regular APR, we are speaking about 28%. Okay. In terms of the recommended credit, it doesn't matter if you have bad credit or fair credit, you can qualify for this card. What are the pros and cons here for the card? Well, the pros first, you have a flat rate, 1.5% cash back, and that's really generous for a secured card in our view. So if you're looking for a business credit card, bad credit for your new business, you will love this flat rate, 1.5% cash back rate. There is no annual fee. And the potential upgrade is there to an unsecured version. And the cons here is that you actually need a $1,000 minimum security deposit. There is a 4% balance transfer fee, and there is a 3% foreign transaction fee that applies to transactions. And so building a business credit is just as important as building your personal credit. And the Bank of America Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards Secured Business Credit Card helps business owners like you with poor credit achieve this goal while actually earning rewards. And this is kind of cool. So the thing is that as your credit strengthens over time, generally more than 6 months after you get the card, Bank of America might offer actually to transition you to an unsecured business credit card. I want to talk to you about FNBO Business Edition Secured MasterCard Credit Card. So if you are thinking about the best business credit card for bad credit for new business, this card is fantastic. And this card is great for earning deposit interest. So you are basically earning interest on your security deposit. And there is an annual fee though. This card actually has, this business card has a $39 annual fee. But the regular APR is kind of decent. You're looking at 26% variable. And so the advantages with this card is that you have a high credit limit available. In other words, that's the money that you're putting down anyway. But we love the fact that you are earning interest on your security deposit. And this card is available for applicants with very low credit scores. We're talking about as low as 300. The only thing we don't like with this card is that you have a $39 annual fee. It requires a security deposit of 110% of the requested credit limit. So if, for instance, you deposit, if you want a $1,000 credit limit, you have to deposit $1,100. And the card has no rewards. So something to think about, okay? But what we love about the card is that this card has a minimum credit limit, not 1,000, of 2,000. So that's the floor. $2,000 to $100,000, which means you have to, again, as I gave you a little earlier in the example I gave you, you need to deposit a minimum of $2,200 to open an account. You can deposit up to $110,000 to max out the 100,000 credit limit on the FNBO Business Edition Secured MasterCard credit card. So this is really good. And this secured card is unique because you can earn interest on the security deposit you leave with First National Bank of Omaha. And this interest rate varies based on your individual credit file and is determined by the card issuer. So something to really think about, especially for the long run. And one thing I want to say here is that this card actually has, I think I've said this before, but it is what it is. It has a $39 annual fee that you have to take into account if you are thinking about the long run. I want to talk to you about the Brex card. And the Brex card is another business credit card for bad credit for new business. And this card actually allows you to have a business credit card with no personal guarantee, right? So you earn, for instance, 7x points per dollar on ride share. You earn 4x points per dollar on Brex travel. You earn 3x points per dollar on restaurants. And you earn 2x points per dollar on software. And you also earn 1x points per dollar on the rest. So that's kind of cool because it really allows you to actually beef up your rewards approach. Especially, we love the fact that you have an intro offer of 10,000 points. That's really cool. In terms of recommended credits, it doesn't matter if you have bad credit, poor credit, fair credit, good credit, excellent credit. Brex is for everyone, every small business owner. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of this card? The advantages first, there is no personal guarantee required. You have several bonus categories, as you saw a little earlier, restaurants, software, ride share, and what have you. You also have discounts with Slack, Zoom, Amazon Web Services, and more. And this card has no annual fee. But on the flip side, you can only earn bonus rewards if Brex is your only corporate card, so it doesn't pair well with other business rewards credit cards. You have fewer options for redeeming rewards compared to some business credit cards from Amex and Chase, for instance. But what we love about the card is the flexibility it really brings to the table, because this no annual fee Brex card is loaded as an extremely user-friendly bank for startup companies. And the definition of startup, however, is not nearly as lenient as you will find with other banks such as Chase and American Express. So sole proprietors are not eligible for the card, nor are small and medium businesses for that matter. And so if you do qualify, Brex offers generous rewards and valuable airline transfer partners such as Avianca, Singapore Airlines, Emirates, and more. So this is something that you really have to think about what works for you. But the card actually requires cardholders to maintain a minimum of $25,000 in cash balance in their Brex account to keep the card open. This hefty financial requirements can be hard for many small business owners to attain. But hey, listen, it is what it is. Let's talk about, let me give you a certain approach when we talk about business credit cards for bad credit, especially when it comes to startups. It's important to understand that if you have a new business, after you file for paperwork, you file, your state paperwork, your regulatory paperwork, building business credit is the next big hurdle for you to actually think about. So searching for a small business credit card that addresses the needs of your business operations can be really daunting, especially when you have bad credit. And so if you add your credit background in the mix, and more questions might surface. It's important to really have a clear idea of what you want. What kind of cards do you want? Do you want a corporate card? Do you want a regular business credit card? Do you want a secure credit card, or you want an unsecured business credit card? And so the thing is that there are options for a business credit card. There are options for a business credit card if you are a business owner with bad credit. But it's important to understand that your options are kind of limited, right? But you have to really ask yourself, what am I willing to give up? What am I willing to give in? Okay, what am I willing to propose to the business credit card issuer? Because it can't be just a one-way, an unsecured sort of business credit card option. You also have to think about what you have to propose. And remember that there is a minimum credit score for a business credit card, and this minimum usually hovers around 600. And so the higher your credit score, for sure, the better your eligibility for a business credit card. And what it is here is that you got to ask yourself whether you're looking for just a business credit card, or you're willing to earn rewards, or you're looking for an expense management sort of a business credit card. Because the bottom line is that you got to ask yourself, am I generating enough revenue? If I have a startup and I have bad credit and I'm looking for a business credit card, what kind of offer? What kind of proposal do I have? Maybe positive cash flows, or maybe I'm willing to actually have a certain guarantee at the personal level, right? That will help you. And I want to talk to you about the fact that if you have to choose the best business credit card for bad credit for your new business, you got to really understand that what you got to ask yourself, what are the eligibility and annual fee that the business credit card is asking for? In terms of eligibility, basically ask yourself, is the card secured or unsecured? What kind of collateral is required to secure this business credit card for bad credit for my new business? Is the card accessible to customers who don't have strong credit in the first place? And what about annual fee? Does the card have an annual fee? If it does, do the card's rewards program and or features outweigh the cost of the fee? So this is something you need to really think about, and this will help you actually inform your decision as to whether or not you should pursue this card or not. Okay. What about possible rewards? If you're looking for a business credit card for bad credit for your new business, are you interested in rewards? In other words, does the card that you are going after have a rewards program? Are there maximum caps in which cardholders can earn rewards? Is the program straightforward? What about benefits? What types of benefits does the business credit card offer? Does it feature and does it actually have features and tools that help you meet the minimum expectations of an everyday business? And it really depends upon the niche that your business, your new business is into. Certain niches actually ask for a specific sort of business credit card, especially depending on the transactions that are sort of common in that industry, right? So you got to ask yourself, and everything has to deal with your niche, but most importantly, your vendors. If your vendors actually accept to be paid via credit card, or they just would rather have cash, maybe a business credit card is not the best product for you. You can try maybe a business line of credit or a business loan. Actually, you can apply for that and really see if you can qualify, because there are business lines of credit. There are applicable. There are actually they're welcome, if you will, business owners with bad credit. Similarly, you also have business loan providers who are comfortable with providing loans to business owners who have bad credit. So you got to really see what works for you and what is applicable to your specific situation. So what's the bottom line here? In today's conversation, I'll share with you a business credit card for bad credit for a new business. I give you the overview, the approach, and now the bottom line. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.